Hi, I'm Rubina. I'm a Western vocal performer and teacher. Welcome to our session. I'm going to give you a few insights on Western singing, what it's all about, and my take and insights on it. I hope you like it. What is Western singing? What do we relate to when, we think of Western singing? I think a few artists that come into our heads when we start talking about Western singing as such is, I think, Michael Jackson and some pop music. I think that's what immediately comes into our head. When you branch out into Western classical singing, that would be, some of my students just go like, ah, is that what it is? It's, they relate to opera. Part of it is right. There isn't something called Western singing. It's classical singing. In India, we've related certain names or qualities or characteristics to this kind of music. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what exactly is the main difference. What is that one point that differentiates Indian singing from European singing? The idea was that there was no system of miking like we have today. They had to learn to sing past the orchestra or whatever instruments were around them. In Indian music, from Carnatic to Hindustani to the pop and a mix of Western singing that we don't need to do that because we're always mic'd. So in Indian singing, your singing is predominantly done only with your chest voice. And when it goes higher, people branch out into the falsetto. Whereas in European music, you use your chest voice and then move into your head voice. Now, chest voice and head voice they're actually very, very simple terms. It's about where you resonate, where the resonation happens. Is it in your chest or is it in your head? Okay, she says hi. That's one of the 7 devils I live with. Nora Jones. So I'm gonna give you a few examples of what a falsetto and a head voice is. So for example, the very famous chorus, she will be loved, she will be loved. Okay, so now when I sang will, I went into my falsetto. I needn't do she will be loved. That becomes a little operatic. Or let's say I need to go a little higher. She will be loved. I don't need that kind of a mood for that song, right? I think one of the most common things I come across when I first meet students is that they already have some kind of picture and how they want to sound. For all you know, they might have a completely different style as to what the popular artists of today like Sia and Ellie Goulding. When they come in, they've already learned a few wrong habits. So the idea is to unlearn these things and then start new. What we see is just the performance. So instead of trying to imitate these artists and try to, achieve that kind of a sound, I would ask you to rather go, find out where your range is, where you're comfortable singing. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to start off with your Western vocal singing. Number 1 would be good vocal health, which also includes how good your diet is and some basic, eating and drinking habits that you could consider before you go for a singing lesson. 2, finding your own voice. When I say finding your own voice, you need to learn to enjoy listening to yourself. Try not to epitomize famous singers. The third one, and one of the most important points, would be to warm up. Any time of the day you think that you want to try out a new song, please take 10 minutes to warm up. There are a lot of YouTube links that would guide you to a 5 or 8 minute set of warm up. The fourth, this is fine. Read and listen. Do a bit of research on, what kind of style you want to take up. Go and read up on the kind of work they had to do to, maintain that vocal health to sustain themselves on stage. The fifth and last of all is that it's very important that you have someone to guide you. You may always think that these artists are self-taught and they did just fine. It's always important that you find someone to guide you and help you unlearn a few wrong habits that you might have picked up along the way. Here's me and Gingy saying bye. We're 7 of us at home. I hope you get to meet all of them in the next few sessions. See you.